look at the seven-figure climb. We're now on day 88. And on day 88, we're going to talk for just a few minutes about the ultimate goal of building a business. And this is the thing. You should have many different goals for building the business. The goal should be to deliver a lot of value to the people that you're selling to really help those people to move forward in some way. But what you really want to think about, like if you're looking at the seven-figure climb, the ultimate goal of the seven-figure climb, for me, it's autonomy. And autonomy is basically being able to do what you want, when you want to do it, with the people that you essentially want to do it with. It's all about time freedom, and time freedom comes from money freedom. And so the ultimate goal of the seven-figure climb and what I'm trying to do here is to build a $1 million business, because I feel that that $1 million business is ultimately going to give me the autonomy that I want. And that autonomy is essentially the ability to take on consulting or coaching clients who are a good fit, who I really want to work with, be able to pick and choose who I'm going to take on and not take on anyone based on the need for revenue and things like that. And so it really should be your goal too. And so what you really want to think about is, what does your dream life look like? What house are you going to live in, and how many rooms does it have? And you should write all of that down on paper. And Frank Kern's got a really good exercise. I don't remember which course it's in. It might even be on YouTube. And if I can find it, I will reference it. But I went through a lot of his content, and I think that's in one of his courses. And it's essentially building your perfect day. And my advice to you all is to sit down and do that. When you wake up, where do you wake up? What does your house look like? What do your surroundings look like? Who's in the environment? Who's in the picture with you? What are you doing at breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Who are you interacting with? What does that all look like? And so you want to think about what would it cost to have that day, your perfect day, every single day of your life. And that's what you need to measure. And what you do is you essentially write down, you get as clear as you can on that. And then what you also do is sit down and reverse engineer how much money that's going to cost. So if you're not paying cash for the house, if you're financing it, how much does the house cost? You have one or two or three vehicles. How much do those cost? What are you paying per month for those? How much are you paying for utilities and overhead? How much are you paying for staff or help or outside support? How much does that cost? How much money are you spending on clothing? Clothing. How much are you spending a month on gifts and giving to people for birthdays, graduations, and things like that? How much money are you spending per month on vacations? So if you and what you do, you want to come up with a monthly number ultimately a monthly number for everything. And so this is the thing. If you're going to take, let's say you're going to take 2 vacations a year, and those vacations each cost $6,000, you're going to spend $12,000 on vacations. Those vacations cost $1,000 a month, and that's what you're going to put there. And so that's how you just want to reverse engineer everything and determine how much it's going to cost you, because this is the thing. Your ultimate goal might not be seven figures. It might not be $1 million. I really just have it in my DNA. I want to make $1 million because it's a signifier for me. I want to get a gold record. I want to get a 2 Comma Club award. And ultimately, I want to quit answering DMs, cold DMs, or dealing with people in DM. So like those are my big goals. But if I were to sit down and engineer this thing on paper, my number probably would be less than that. Where I'm at, where I'm at is very low cost of living compared to California or New York or even probably Florida. And so, like I said, what you really want to think about though is where you want to, ultimately, what does everything look like for you? And when we're talking about this, what you want to think about is the ultimate goal of your business should be some type of autonomy, or being able to essentially, like I said, pick the environment you want to live in, the people you want to be around, what the house looks like, and all of that. And so once you get really, really clear on the goal, what you can then do is start reverse engineering to getting there. And what's great about this, like I said, a lot of you all can get there probably sooner than you think, because you might not need the million. Some of you might need more than that. I think when Frank Kern did it, his number was 10 million a year. So he needed to bring in basically a million a month or something. It's very, very high. It might not have been 10 million a year. It might have been 6, but I think you get the idea here. And so what you want to ask yourself is, what's the ultimate goal of this business? Why are we building it? Why are we sacrificing? What do we want our future to look like? Let's make a really, really clear picture of that, and then reverse engineer what we need to get there. But we're going to end out. I'll see you all in the next video, and thanks a lot.